Okie dokie. Let's find us and share us while we're waiting for some of our friends to come on. Volume off. Hi, Christy. How are you? Just finding my video and sharing to my Create group. I hope you're having a good day. Shared. Are you crafting today? Or are you at work? What you doing? Okay guys, as you hop on, say hi. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. And if you are watching this later on the replay, just leave me a little comment, #replay, so I know you were here. And I can say hi. I'm doing well, Christy, thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. You can leave them in a comment. You always can reach out to me in a private message. So yesterday I did a live sale in the afternoon. So I was busy in the evening pulling and measuring and packing. This morning I was processing and shipping. I just ran all the process orders to the post office, and then I wanted to come back home, hop in my craft room, and get working on some things. So tomorrow I'm going to be a guest in the Friday's Fabulous Fakers group. I'm super, super excited. All of the permanent members were to ask someone outside the group to be their guest. So the awesome and talented Nikki B invited me to be her guest. I'm so excited. So on Sunday, Shelby gave us all of our assignments, and there are 8 groups, I believe, that will be going live duo together throughout the entire day tomorrow. And we had to create a project that we're going to assemble and share live on our live videos tomorrow, based on our assignment. And there was several criteria. Shelby spun a wheel, and then she had mystery cards, and then she had punishment cards. It was like a whole thing. So basically, Nikki and I, first we got one assignment, and then we got reassigned because of a mystery swap or something, and then we got a punishment. So our original assignment was create something Christmas using pink, green. Hi, partner. I'm explaining our thing for tomorrow. So our first assignment was create something Christmas using pink, green, and white. Easy peasy, right? Christmas, green, pink, and white. I mean, my mind goes directly to Candyland. I mean, look at behind me. Everything's pink, green, and white. Easy peasy. So I made the mistake of commenting like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's not so bad. That's doable. So then like the next round came where she was spinning the wheel of misfortune. And I think we had and we had to use crushed rocks. So when she spun the wheel of misfortune, I think we might have had something like maybe glitter and got switched to crushed rocks. I don't know, I can't remember. But then she had her husband draw 3 numbers out of the 8 teams, and only those 3 were going to get a punishment card. And she picked a number. It wasn't Nikki and I. She picked the second number. Hi, Ginger. Talking about our event tomorrow and explaining how we got our assignments and how everything's gonna work. So he picked the second number, and it wasn't Nikki and I. And You're so cute, Ginger. And then she picked the third number, and he said number 6, and I'm like, oh, that's Nikki and me. Oh my God. So then my heart like started beating on my chest because Ginger scared the patooties out of me because she's like, oh my gosh, last time I had to do something like superhero with orange and purple and an eyeball somewhere. Scared. So basically our punishment was, instead of Christmas, we had to switch to Easter. So we have to do Easter with pink and green and white using crushed rocks. And then I think the mystery round, we got paired up with one of the other teams. And our, hi Ladybug Faith, how are you? Our other team is Shelby and Charlotte. So Nikki has to make the same thing as Shelby because they're both permanent members in the group. And then I had to make the same thing. Hi Paula, welcome, as Charlotte, who is Shelby's guest. So Charlotte first got with me and she was like, I'm gonna make this something stove, name design or something. I'm like, oh, I have no idea what that is. Hi Barbara, welcome. I'm doing well and I hope you are. Hi Annette, how are you? Are you working on gnomes today? I'm doing good, thank you guys. So then Charlotte came back and was like, okay, how about this? Stack of macarons using a gingy. I'm like, okay, but we got Easter. I have to use a gingy and make it Easter. So stack of macarons, easy peasy. And I've been working on things behind the scenes a little bit at a time this week because some of my things had to dry before I could go on to the next step. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun tomorrow, so stay tuned. Nikki and I forget, Nikki, what time are we going on? Is it 12:30? I think our spot is 12:30 to 2 o'clock. I think we have 90 minutes. Oh, awesome, Annette. Awesome. I can't wait to see. Okay, so like I said, I have pre-prepped a few things because things had to dry. Hi, Christy, welcome. Baby, it's cold outside. Is that something you're working on, Barbara? Or is it really cold outside where you are? Our weather, hi Beth, welcome. Our weather flipped yesterday and it went from like 85 and sunny on Tuesday to barely reaching 70 and brisk and cool. It's beautiful and blue sky, but today again, it's really brisk and cool. We have our back sliding doors open. We have one of those sets of the 4 glass panels that open and open and open so that our whole family room is open to our screening porch. And I almost feel like closing them because it's cold in the house and I refuse to turn the heat on. I feel like it's still too early to turn the heat on. So I made up some macarons. Like I said, hi Kim, welcome, how are you? When I do my macarons, I like to use a softer clay in the middle so I can, oh, is it coming today, Annette? Is your order coming today? That's awesome. Paper Sweeties Happy Mail, that's always fun. Hi Sandra, welcome. Oh, you're in New York, yeah. My mother-in-law and my parents and my brother and my sister-in-law and all of our cousins and aunts and uncles and everything are in upstate New York, and yeah, it's cold. You've already had your heat on. Yeah. So when I do my macarons, if I can, I like to make them ahead of time in pieces. So I just took the 2-pack of discs from the Dollar Tree, covered the top, covered the bottom, and then propped them up on little, hi Dewey, how are you? You caught me live. So good to see you, sweet friend. So I like to prop them up on these little plastic containers from the Dollar Tree. and let them dry good overnight. And this way they dry on the top and the bottom, because I wrap the clay, you know, over onto the bottom a little bit. So then the next day is when I go ahead and I add my white. And like I said, I like to use a softer clay in the middle because I like to be able to squish it and move around. If I'm gonna be adding sprinkles, and this I am gonna be adding sprinkles. Hi Vicky, hi Tasha, welcome. I just brought your order to the post office. Yes, so everyone's orders from yesterday's live sale that have been processed. Hi Deanna, welcome. I brought to the post office right before I came live, so they are shipping out. So 1 to 3 days is everyone's time frame to receive them. So if I am not adding, I'm excited for you to get it too, Tasha. I can't wait to see what you're gonna make. So sometimes on my macarons, I will add the peppermint twist in the middle, like that. And then just add the glitter and call it done. That one came out so cute. Hi Maricela, how are you? Talking a little bit and sharing a little bit about my project for tomorrow. I'm invited to guest with the Friday's Fabulous Fakers, and we have all kinds of fun assignments. So we only have 90 minutes. I'm gonna be Nikki B's partner. Hi Sandra, welcome. So I had to prep a few of my things ahead of time so I could do them in stages and let them dry. So this one, like I said, I didn't do the peppermint twist in the middle because we're gonna add sprinkles to it. So let me grab my sprinkles. And you guys, for my project for tomorrow, I made a exclusive sprinkle mix just for this project. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Hi Marquita, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And if I missed anyone, hi. I hope I got everyone. I don't want to leave anyone out. Hi and welcome and thanks for joining. So we're going to be working on a few things. So like I said, I made an exclusive sprinkle mix. I had some Easter sprinkles that I had gotten from the Hobby Lobby this past spring when they reduced them to 50 or 75% off. So I threw a couple of packs of those in here, and then I threw a couple of tubes of the acrylic beads from the jewelry department in Hobby Lobby, some colors that matched the Easter sprinkles. Then I threw a couple of packs of the Candyland foam beads from Paper Sweeties in here. And then I threw a container of some white iridescent chunky sprinkles that I had in here. I mean, it's so pretty, you guys. I know the camera is not picking up how gorgeous it is. And then Nikki and I, one of our assigned criteria was we have to use crushed rocks. So I took a package of the pink crushed rocks from the Paper Sweeties shop, and I added them to it too. The camera is not probably picking them up, but this is such a yummy mix. It's sparkly and sprinkly and fun. So maybe once I add them to the macarons, you'll be able to tell a little bit better. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this because obviously I want to add them on super chunky around this whole white marshmallow layer of the macaron. So I grabbed this from my stash and thought I could use this, but I feel like it's a little bit tight and I don't want to put any marks on my macarons. After I rolled my clay out and wrapped it, they came out really smooth. Even though I'm gonna stack them, I don't wanna put any marks. How cute is that, you guys? You know what this reminds me of? Hi Janine, welcome. You know what this reminds me of, you guys? And I haven't seen them in person. I've seen my crafty friends sharing them, like Michelle, the crafty ma'am. She shared a picture of the donut stack stools that Home Goods has out right now. I don't have a Home Goods right in my immediate area. The closest one is about 30 minutes away, which is probably a good thing because then I don't go all the time. But I feel like going out. I feel like I want to get one of those donut stools. But this is what it reminds me of, you guys. Thank you, Janine. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you so much. Aren't those colors yummy, you guys? And when we add our sprinkles, the marshmallow fluff in the middle. Like I said, I just rolled a big fat chunky worm and put it in the middle, and I wasn't super concerned with my seams or my fingerprints or anything because all of that's gonna get covered with sprinkles. So we're gonna do it real heavy. So I thought this would be the perfect sprinkle tray, but I wish it were like a quarter of an inch wider. Hi Rita, welcome. Hi Patty, welcome. So I'm gonna keep this because I think this will work great for some other smaller elements to sprinkle. I think this will be a great sprinkling tray. The colors are so pretty, aren't they? They are so pretty. Did you guys see that I just started carrying a new air dry foam clay in my shop? I partnered with Sue from the Primitive Pumpkin. I tried some of her clay and fell in love with it. Hi Wanda, welcome. So we partnered up, and I'm gonna be, yes, Maricela, that's a great idea. Cabochons. So I partnered up with Sue, and I am now carrying her line. I got my first order, arrived, I want to say Monday. So I worked Monday evening loading all the colors that I ordered so far into my shop. I don't have them all. She was out of some of her colors. She's waiting on a restocking order. But I think I loaded probably about 12.5 separate colors to my shop so far. And then when I get my second order, I'll have the remaining colors that were out and I'm waiting on. But how gorgeous are these? Let me grab the bags really quick so you guys can see what they look like. I'm so excited, and the clay is amazing. It's firm, but it's soft all at the same time. Hi, Peggy. How are you? I just brought your order to the post office. Happy Paper Sweeties, happy mail incoming. All right, pause. Give me like 10 seconds. Let me go to my other closet and grab some bags, and just to show you how yummy it is. You want to say hi? Come here and say hi to the girls. Come say hi to the girls. You want to say hi? Okay. Bailey wants to say hi. Bailey wants to say hi. All right, say hi to the girls. Say hi, girls. I'm crafting with my mama today. This is Bailey Marcinkowitz. Say hi, friends. She doesn't know where to look. She's like, yeah, okay, Mom. What's up? What's up? Bailey Marcinkowitz. Yeah, this is the whole dog. This is our whole dog. She's 7 pounds. she's a nut. Say hi, girls. Hi, girlfriends. Yeah, you saying hi to all my crafty friends? Yeah. She has her day of beauty next week, her puppy grooming. We have a little mobile groomer that comes in her little spa van to the house, and then she just grooms Bailey out front, parked in front of our house. So she doesn't have to go out. Coconut says hi. Yes. Would you like a play date with Coconut someday? Yeah. Okay. Say bye, friends. Bye, friends. I'm going to put you down. Mommy will leave the door open a little in case you want to go see Daddy, okay? But you should stay with Mommy. We're doing fun things in here. I'll leave it open just a crack so you can go in and out. She doesn't like any doors closed, you guys. She doesn't like any doors closed. She likes to have free access to all of everything in the whole house. When we close the door, she gets bent out of shape. Bent out of shape. She likes to have everything. Do you want a bone? Mommy will give you a bone because you're such a good girl. You want to go in your little crate? You want a bone in your crate? Go in here. This is when we go anywhere, you guys. We leave her in her little crate right here in my craft room. That's her little puppy. Safe spot. Okay, back to the fun stuff. Back to the fun stuff. All right, so this, you guys, like I said, I'm in love with this clay. It's firm and soft at the same time. It's so amazing. And the colors that Sue named her colors are yummy too. So this one's strawberry macaron. Strawberry macaron. And like I said, I just got my first order, so I don't have a lot. Like some colors, I only have one. I didn't want to wipe her out of all of her stock. She's a small business like me, so I mean, we don't keep loads and loads and loads of stuff in stock. First, it's expensive, and second, it's in my house and I just don't have the room. Aw, thank you, Barbara. This one's key lime pie, you guys. Key lime pie. How yummy is that? I mean, just the names of the clay just makes you want to grab them. This one's peach taffy. Yum. So yummy. And they're like firm and soft at the same time. It's not too firm and it's not over soft. So really nice consistency and texture. I'll grab one. Look at this one, you guys. This one is saltwater taffy. I just love the names. No, Maricela, I wish I did. I just have, and we have downsized this house from our last house. Our last house, I had a separate she shed detached from the house. That's when we owned the bed and breakfast. And then, so I had my separate little she shed, and that's where I had all my paper sweeties, and I would leave it. It was adorable. I had pink curtains in there with white polka dots, and then I had all of my paper sweeties display set up like if I was going to a show. So when I would host scrapbooking events or classes or retreats and the girls would come, they would just go shop out in the she shed, and it was amazing. So I could keep all my inventory out there, separate, not in the house. But then we moved and we sold it. And now I've just had to get really creative with storing in a closet and storing in an armoire in my laundry room. So, you know, the clay takes up a lot of room. So I'm not ever going to keep more than just a couple of each of the colors at a time, just because I don't have the room. I don't have the room. But look at this one, you guys. Saltwater taffy. And it is just so yummy. It is soft, but not sticky. But it's firm at the same time. The texture is amazing. And I'm completely, hi Connie, how are you? I'm completely in love with it. I just love it. It's just so yummy. I just like to hold it in my hands too. I just like to hold it in my hands. So like I said, I got my first order, and the first colors are stocked. I'm waiting on fulfillment of a second order. Well, I'll be getting some of the colors that she was out of stock. Oh, how nice, Maricela. That's awesome. Well, you see behind me, I have a double closet behind me, and that doesn't contain any product. Yes, when I announced it last week, Barbara, on my live, I was pleasantly surprised about how many people chimed in saying, I love Sue's clay. I love the primitive pumpkin. It's awesome clay. It's easy to work with. It dries without cracking. So I was very pleasantly surprised. Yeah. I'm still working with Melissa from TCT Crafts. I'm still working with her. Still carrying some of her sprinkles, and still most likely going to be carrying some of her clay moving forward in the future. But for right now, I have the primitive pumpkin stocked in my shop. It's so yummy, Maricela. I mean, the colors, the names of the colors are just, I mean, this one, this dark pink is called Bubblegum. She's got a cookie dough. I don't have that one in stock yet because she was out of it when I placed my order. Light buttermilk. And I showed you the strawberry macaron. Just the names of the peach taffy, saltwater taffy. Oh, gingerbread. I ordered some gingerbread too, and she is waiting on a reorder. So, I mean, I'll be buying lots of that because I love making gingerbread. Yeah, so I have almost all of her colors. Yeah, it's yummy. It's so yummy, Connie. You will love it. You will love it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm carrying it. It's right up there. I would say in my top 3. I have 3 favorite texture, consistency, performance of clays right now, and I would say the primitive pumpkin, glitz and glue, and Debbie's Bright Ideas are my top 3 favorite clays right now to use, just because of the consistency. Thank you, Maricela. Thank you very much for sprinkling. The consistency, the texture, how it dries, not cracking. Anywho, so yeah, I have a double closet here in my craft room, and it's just my personal crafting supplies. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can even see all of it. Yes, so the consistency and texture of the primitive pumpkin is the same as glitz and glue and Debbie's. So that's my personal craft supplies, and I have more in my hall coat closet too. Shh. Don't tell my husband. And then we have a closet under our staircase. They were gonna wall it up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why would you wall up all that awesome space? So they didn't wall it up, and they created me a closet under the stairs, and it's like bigger than just under the stairs. Like, I have a full door that I open, and I can walk in, and there's all built-in shelves, and I have all of my vacuum cleaner and everything there. And then under the stairs, there's all more storage, and that's where I keep my entire inventory for my business. Okay, so let's get to sprinkling. So this is that exclusive mix I was just telling you all about that I made up special for tomorrow's project. So I think the easiest for me right now is to just dump it out on my big sprinkling tray and put the glue. Oh my gosh, I could take a bath in this, you guys. How delicious. How delicious is that? Look. It's so yummy. It's so sparkly. And you can see the acrylic beads in there and the pink crushed rocks. Yep. All right. So I'm going to add glue. I feel like I only want to do 2 of them and save one. Hi, Holly. How are you? I'm doing a little bit of prep work for our event tomorrow, some get-ahead stuff. So I had to make my macarons in 2 steps. I made the top and the bottom and let them dry overnight, and then I added the cream filling and let that dry overnight. And now we're gonna add the sprinkles. but I'm thinking I only want to add it to 2 of them. So for those that are gonna join the live event tomorrow, I'll do the 3rd one. So let me see. I'll leave the bottom one undone. So my macarons are gonna be stacked like that. So let's do these 2. Hi Melissa, how are you? Welcome. We'll do these 2. Yes, it does. It's so smooth. It's just so smooth. There weren't that many air bubbles. I mean, I know all air dry foam clay has air bubbles, but it rolled out so nice. This one's the key lime pie. This one is the strawberry macaron. And this one, I believe, was the peach taffy, Connie. Hi, Donna, welcome. Okay, so I can get talking and totally lose track of what I am doing and what I just said I was gonna do, so keep me on track, you guys. All right, so I'm going to liberally add clear tacky glue to the middle of 2 of the macarons. And then we're just gonna roll it in here like if you were making an ice cream sandwich, like in real life, you know, an ice cream sandwich where you have your 2 cookies and the ice cream in the middle, and then you roll it in a dish full of sprinkles. This is the same situation, same situation. All right, so what's everyone working on today? What's everyone working on? Are you crafting? Or are you doing some fall cleaning? Not fun. I did on Monday, I think. Was Monday the holiday? The Columbus Day holiday? I cleaned our garage out a little. I mean, we're just coming up on our 1 year in the house, so the garage is still relatively, and like I said, we downsized and we got rid of a lot of stuff, so that helps keep things neat and tidy when you don't have all of this stuff. I still have stuff, but I have way less stuff than what I had before. So Monday I cleaned the garage out a little. I have a set of black shelves, like from Lowe's Home Improvement out there, and they're filled with more of my crafting supplies. Oh, nice, Maricela, nice. Nice. Multitasking, right? So I'm adding the glue, and I'm being very liberal with it because this is a super chunky glitter mix, and I want a lot of the sprinkles to stick because I think that will be super cute. I think that will be super cute if it's really chunky and full. And it adds just a nice little pop of texture and additional color. Oh, you have to pick your grandson up from preschool? That's fun. And a trip to the Dollar Tree is definitely in order if you're going to be near the Dollar Tree. Yeah, my car just automatically turns in anytime I'm near a Dollar Tree. My husband, he's a good sport. If we're out for dinner or running errands, and if we're near a Dollar Tree, he knows I gotta stop. Isn't that so pretty, Marianne? That is, I just saw that you messaged me, but I'm live, so I haven't read it. I saw what you said, that you added some to your order from yesterday. So I'll read it after my live, and I will process your order and get it shipped out for you first thing tomorrow. Thank you so much. You're gonna love it. You picked some gorgeous, gorgeous bling. All right, now I'm just going back around, spreading the glue, making sure it's spread out really nice. And like I said, I'm going a smidge over where the white cream is, just a little, so I can be sure to get the little, the confettis and the acrylic beads and the crushed rocks into the little cracks. Adding sprinkles too helps you guys if you do have any texturing or little cracks in between your top and your bottom and your fluffy middle. Yeah, so this is an exclusive one that I made for tomorrow's event. And I'll probably use a good amount of it because I want to heavily sprinkle these macarons. But my intention is, if I have any left, to add it to my shop. So you guys stay tuned. All right, and then I was just going to kind of roll it. Let's see where my camera is so you guys can see what I'm doing. Kind of bunch this up so it's super chunky. And then roll it. Is that better? Just roll it in. How pretty are these Candyland foam beads, you guys? I love them too. They look like little Candyland gumballs. They're foam beads, and they're larger than the micro beads, so they behave a little better. They're not so full of static cling. All right, guys, so then I was just going to, let's see, hopefully this will work. I was just going to roll it a little bit at a time. So wherever I put glue, it's going to catch onto the sprinkles. Oh, my sprinkleness. You guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. This is such an easy way to add sprinkles, you guys. Just throw them down on a big old tray. This is a baking, a cookie baking tray sheet I got from At Home. And it is the perfect, right? Yeah, Marianne. It's the perfect tool for adding sprinkle mixes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm in love. I'm in love. I just keep going over and over because if there's any tiny little spot. Yeah, Connie, yeah, give this a try. This works great when you have real chunky mixes and when you're adding a lot to a large area, because normally I do where I hold it over and then they go all over the place. This works great though for a chunkier mix, and if you're having to add a lot of sprinkles at a time. All right, so I'm just looking if any of them are getting anywhere where I don't want them. I'm gonna pull them off. You guys, this is coming out so yummy. So yummy. Okay. All right, I'm definitely only gonna do 2 so I can show the third one on the live, so everyone that's not joined with us today can see how awesome. Hi Tana, welcome. And then I'm lightly taking my hand and kind of pushing them in so I'm sure they're nice, tight in there in that glue. And any that are not tight in the glue or outside of my glue area, I'm just knocking them off with my finger. I put so much in this sprinkle mix, you guys. I forgot. I have bugle beads in here, like lavender and pink and raspberry bugle beads. I put so much in this mix. I just kept adding and adding and adding and adding. And I think it's so yummy and delicious. You guys, oh my gosh. Those were 2 little acrylic beads. And I have all different colors of acrylic beads too. Well, for heaven's sake. Yeah, really yummy, like pastel. And those I got from the jewelry aisle at Hobby Lobby. And this will be good because it'll give it a chance to dry overnight. So when I start handling it tomorrow in the live, that will be dry. And then you guys, I will spray this with some clear acrylic spray just to seal them in a little bit further. I'm probably going to end up keeping this for myself because I love it so much. My husband is like, are you going to keep everything? Or are you going to sell some stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm selling stuff. How yummy is that, you guys? Can you see the sparkle? And the Candyland foam beads look like little gumballs. You see the Easter mix I got from Hobby Lobby has little white bunnies and little orange carrots. So sweet. And there is some of the pink crushed rock from my shop in there. So I met my requirement of my assignment. And bugle beads and chunky iridescent white glitter. Oh my gosh, you guys. Can you see the sparkle? You see it sparkle? That is yummy. Okay. Let's do the green one now. And see, I mean, it looks like you're using a lot, which I did use a lot, but there's still so much left, you guys. But this is the way to do it, Connie. When you're having to do a large amount like that, put it on a large, like a pizza tin or a baking sheet, and then roll it. Roll it, roll it, roll it. And then it gives you good coverage. Because like, I find when I hold things and then try to use the spoon to put it on, I don't get real good even coverage. I feel like this covered really good. It got really good even coverage. It's so yummy, I love it. And I don't know the camera, I don't know if it's picking up the sparkle because the pink crushed rocks are sparkly, and then the chunky iridescent glitter, it's little, I think I have 2 left in my shop. I had them in my live sale yesterday. They're little containers like this of just a circle chunky white iridescent glitter. Hi Tammy, welcome. So I'm gonna set this one over the side carefully so I don't knock into it. And let's do our green one. And then I'll leave the pink one to do live tomorrow. And see you guys, if you had any texturing or any fingerprints, that's why I didn't get super fussy with that white in the middle. And you see, like right there, the white isn't necessarily touching the green up top all the way. I didn't get super fussy with it because I knew I was going to do this. So normally, like that other one I showed you that just has the peppermint twist in the middle, I spend more time. I make sure all of the edges are touching one another. But this one, I just whipped all 3 of them up yesterday so they could dry, and I knew it would all be covered. So sprinkles cover a lot of mistakes or texturing or cracks or whatever. Hi Morticia, how are you? Welcome, sweet friend. All right, I'm prepping a few things for tomorrow's Friday's Fabulous Fakers event. Nikki B invited me to be her partner for the event. It's going to be super exciting. It's something a little different than they normally do. So each permanent member of the group had to invite you did catch me live, yeah? Had to invite a non-permanent member. So Nikki invited me to be her partner. Hi Cindy, welcome. And then last Sunday, we had a jump on with Shelby. You might have been on, Morticia. I think I might remember seeing you on. But we got our assignments, and Shelby kept saying, don't get too married to your assignment because we still have to do the Wheel of Misfortune and the mystery cards and the punishment cards. So everything kept flipping, and everyone had to trade, and yeah, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see how everyone's projects turn out. And I imagine it's fun for the permanent members of the group to mix it up a little and do something a little bit different than just how they normally do their Fridays, where they just create something and share it. The little spin and the little twist on the day is probably making it more fun for everyone. Sometimes I feel like you get a little bit of creative block. So this might help people through that when you actually get an assignment and are told you have to create something using this, and this, and this, and it has to be this thing. Sometimes that will just help to power through a little creator's block that you might have. Hi, Tana, welcome. How's everyone doing? I'm doing a little prep work for a project I'll be putting together tomorrow. I'm going to be a guest of Nikki B's for the Friday Fabulous Fakers event. All right, I went all the way around, and now I'm gonna go around. Hi, Lori, welcome. I'm gonna go around and add another light little bit of glue all the way around, because like I did the peach one we just did, I want it to be really heavily loaded with glue, so all of these yummy sprinkles have a really good chance of sticking. You hear Bailey back there? She's working on her bone. Can you guys see her in there? She normally only gets those special bones when we go, and she has to be left in her crate and the door shut. You see, she's cuckoo because she just goes in there randomly during the day when I'm in here working with the door to her crate wide open. She's silly. And then when we have to go somewhere and try putting her in there, she gets all bent out of shape when I close the door. She doesn't like any doors closed. She doesn't think she's a dog. She doesn't think she's a toy poodle. She thinks she's a human. Mm-hmm. Yes, Connie, it was funny. And you could tell, she was having that, she kept doing that, that evil little laugh. Hi, Linda, welcome. She was having a blast giving out the assignments, and all of us were like shaking in our boots. Everything ended up, all the assignments are super cute, you guys, but we just didn't know. Like when she started, we were like, oh my gosh, what are the assignments gonna be? Is it gonna be something so difficult and random and hard? But it's all good, it's all good. It's all gonna be fun. Okay guys, that looks like it has a good amount of tacky glue, and I'm gonna save the third one for to do live in the event. Hi Shelby, we were just talking about you. Were your ears ringing? I was telling everyone about your evil laugh that you had on Sunday when you would give out a mystery or a punishment or something from the Wheel of Misfortune. You would almost do one of these like gotcha. Right, the unknown is the hardest. And then when everything was given out, I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad. I think we can handle that. It'll be fun. I'm doing a little prep work, Shelby, for tomorrow, because as you know, sometimes Hi, Liza. Hi, Sheila. That's what I was hearing, Shelby. That's how I was hearing your laugh. I was hearing your laugh. You were having so much fun, and all of us were like, oh my God. But it ended up being all good. All good. All right. So as you guys know, Shelby and everyone, sometimes Shelby always teaches us, always, and she's the master, to have patience and let your things dry properly in between. So like I said, I made the tops and the bottoms of my macaron cookies 2 days ago, and I propped them up on these little plastic cups and let them dry really good all the way, top and bottom, overnight. And then yesterday I added the cream filling and then let that dry. Yes, yeah, prep work is a must. So I made an exclusive sprinkle mix that I'm gonna use for tomorrow's project right here that is amazing and yummy. And I'm doing only 2 of these macarons, and I'll do the 3rd one live because I know we only have 90 minutes and I don't want to spend a lot of the time adding the sprinkle mix to all 3 of them. So I'm going to do 2 of them today. Isn't that yummy, Shelby? I'll do the orange and the green one today, and I'll save the pink one to do live with everyone tomorrow. So yeah, this is an exclusive little sprinkle mix. I added some Easter sprinkles that I got from Hobby Lobby when they did their after Easter, after spring 50% off. And then I added some Candyland foam balls from Paper Sweeties. And I added pink crushed rocks because that was my one of my assignments. Yes, exactly, Connie. Yep, you have to be patient and let things dry and do things in stages for the best results. Let it dry. This is going to be stacked really high, and there's no way I could have everything wet and just stack everything on top of it because you wouldn't get a good result, guys. You wouldn't. It would mush down. It would deform the shapes. You would be not happy with your results. And after spending all the time and effort and money creating a project, you don't want to rush it and then have it ruined. So you guys, like when I made the nutcracker, Mr. Cracker's back there, that took me a good 5 days because I would just put together some of the parts and pieces and leave them sit overnight and let them dry. And then the next day I would make some more parts and pieces and I would just let them sit overnight and let them dry. You see, guys, I'm going over and over and over, and I'm just spinning it in those sprinkles and moving it around because I want to make sure all the little nooks and crannies get covered. And like I said, I do have smaller things in here. I have some pink acrylic beads. I have pink crushed glass glitter, and I have some pink and raspberry bugle beads. So just like I did on the orange one, I spun it around several times. So every little nook and cranny would get some of this yummy sprinkle mix in it. All right, so now I'm just tapping off any that are not completely adhered, are not in a right spot, like right there, that little bunny head. Any that are, way outside on the green part. I wanted them to go a little bit out of the white area, but I don't want them to completely cover all of the green, if that makes sense. And as soon as I get all the way around, I will hold this up close so you guys can see. It came out amazing. And I can see my crushed rock. So my pink crushed rock. That was one of my assigned materials. Nikki and I had to use crushed rocks. So then I'm gonna go like I did on the first one with my hand all the way around, lightly tap those sprinkles down so they really get set into that glue. And then I'm gonna put it off to the side and leave it alone and let it sit overnight and dry really good. So I'll only have the pink one to do tomorrow on the live, and I'll just have to be really careful when I'm handling it. All right, so my pink one is gonna go on the bottom, and then we'll do the green in the middle and the tangerine one on the top. So my assignment from Charlotte, who is, Nikki's my partner, but on one of the spins of the wheel or the punishment or the mystery or something, we had a partner up with another group. So our partner group is Shelby and Charlotte. So Nikki has to, hi Marissa, how are you? Looky what I'm making. How pretty is that? They're giant macarons stacked. And I'm just doing some prep work for the Friday Fabulous Fakers duo event tomorrow. Some stuff that had to be done ahead of time and let it sit and dry. So Nikki has to make the same thing as Shelby is making, and I have to make the same thing as Charlotte is making. And Charlotte got with me and said, how about stacked macarons with a gingy? I'm like, okay, my theme is Easter, but I'll make it work. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marissa. I'm so sorry you had a migraine. I don't think I've ever had a migraine, but I hear from people that get them that they're wicked. How pretty is that, you guys? I'll hold it up closer so you can see the sparkle. And these macarons are not 100% dry. I'm feeling on the bottom of this pink one, so it's good I'll have one more evening tonight for them to dry. But can you see the sparkle? They're so pretty. That sprinkle mix is so fun. All right, so I'm gonna separate these and let them continue to dry. Like I said, we will sprinkle the pink one tomorrow on the live. But look at how much is left, you guys. I have so much left. So I'll use what I'm gonna use to finish the project tomorrow, and then I'll probably package some of this up and add it to my shop. It's just so yummy. I feel like I wanna make more, but I used all of the packages of the Easter sprinkles I had from Hobby Lobby. I think I had 3 packages of them and I threw them all in here, so I'll have to wait. So this is one of those exclusive, and when it's gone until I can get my hands on some more. But it's so yummy, so yummy. All right, so I'm just gonna put this over to the side. I'm not gonna put it back in the bag because I'm gonna be using it again tomorrow. All right, get these macarons out of the way, and then we'll move on to something else. We will move on to something else. You guys know I got into that event locally here, Mistletoe Magic Marketplace. I got in and they assigned me an outdoor space and I turned it down. I could not have fake bakes outdoors, rain or shine, and overnight. All my stuff would get ruined. So I turned it down. And then they contacted me like 6 weeks later, which was last week, saying, hey, an indoor space opened up. Do you want it? And I said, yes, but I, have been selling things on my lives and my inventory is down because I didn't think I was going to be in it. So, yes, there's that. Marissa, send me the colors of what you're looking for that I don't have in the shop yet, and I'll be sure to make sure I add those colors to my next order. Okay, sweetie? These are the 3 that I just used on those macarons that I shared with everyone. So this is the strawberry macaron. And then this one is the key lime pie. And then this one is peach taffy. And all of those, hi Tina, how are you? All of those colors are in my shop. And you guys, it was just my first order, and I wanted to order a bunch of colors that she had in stock. But obviously, I'm a small business, and I can't order like 20 of each color. So I have 1 or 2 of each color currently in my shop. And on my next order, I'll get more colors with more inventory. And then on my next order after that, I'll get more. She's a small little one-woman business too, twofold. I didn't want to wipe out her inventory either, because she doesn't carry, 24 of every single color either. So I hope that makes sense. So on my first order, I tried to get a bunch of colors that I know are super popular. Some of them that I wanted, she was sold out of. She's waiting for her restocking order. I know cookie dough, gingerbread, white, and black were all on my order, and she didn't have enough to fulfill my order until her restocking order comes in. So there's that. But if there's any other color you guys would like to see up close and personal, if I have it right now, I'd be happy to grab it and show it to you. Sometimes it helps just to see them up close and personal. Okay, so I made these over the weekend. I made a couple of these for the show because I had some of these apples. So I did 2 fall candy apples just with items from my stash. And then I have 3 more, and I thought I would do them Candyland, like Christmas. You guys, Shelby, are you still on? Are you still on, Shelby? She might have had to hop off because she has her kids. I got this happy mail from Shelby last week. Her and I both, sounds like we have in common, we love little sweet baby deer, the little retro baby deer. And Shelby made this, and I was lucky enough to be able to purchase it from her. Isn't she cute? I love her. Look at her little, even her little paw is glittered. Look, she's so sweet. I just love her so much. And every time I reach out to Shelby, I'm like, is that still available? Nope, sold. I'm like, is that one still available? Nope, sold. So I was so excited because I really wanted this little, because obviously it's pink. I mean, any deer in my life have to be pink. And I was so excited when I reached out, and she said, no, she's still available. And I got her. I love her so much. I just love her so much. Okay, so Candyland apples. I have a bunch of stuff here, guys, that I pulled from my stash that I thought I would make up over the next 2 weeks for the show. She's so cute, isn't she, Maricela? She's amazing. Shelby is amazing, and the little deer is amazing. So I have 3 of these apples. I thought I would do them Candyland Christmas, because obviously the time of year. I have a bunch of these I got from the dollar store. I did 1 coat of paint in one of them. Obviously, you guys, it needs a 2nd coat. So I'm going to be working on that. And I saw a cute idea. My friend Nessa from Up and Growing. She's the one where I learned the popcorn technique. She does a lot with popcorn. And she made cute little mini popcorns with styrofoam ball and then the popcorn around. I thought they would be cute. I'm trying to make like little things that people would like maybe to purchase for gifts, seeing that's the time of year we're going into. And I just don't have time to make a lot of the big things. And thinking budget-wise too, people may not have, a lot of expendable money to buy bigger things. So I'm trying to make a lot of little things or some smaller things. And I got a bunch of these 50% off from Hobby Lobby. Shelby made really cute a couple of weeks ago on a big, like that size, my sprinkling tray size. She got a big tray baking tray. I think she said from a dollar store, and spray painted it and put a gingy on it with a ribbon and sprinkles. So I thought I could spin off that idea and use some of these charcuterie boards and put gingies on them and decorate them with sprinkles. Did you, Tasha? This size or the larger size? I got these both from Hobby Lobby. This was after 4th of July. And I only got one of these, and then this was their fall, and I think I got 6 of these. They were $2.50, so I got it for $1.25. That's not bad. The small ones, yeah. So I have another gingy cutter that is smaller. I actually just got these from, I'm in Juliana's Quiet Corner Clubhouse group, and she sells some of her cookie cutters to her private group members. And I thought these were so cute, the little big head gingies. I can even do this big one on there. I'm gonna spray paint the boards in like Candyland colors. This one would look so cute on there, you guys. Don't you think? And then I think this one is gonna be the perfect size for that. How cute, you guys, how cute. Can do some gingies while we're sitting here. Yes, Tasha, I'd love to see it. You shipped out 2 today. Good for you. All right, so I can make a bunch of gingies up. I still have to spray paint all these boards. It's super windy here today, so I wouldn't even dare take a can of spray paint outside because most of it is just gonna blow away. Maybe I'll wait till this evening because a lot of times in the evening the wind will die down. Then I got a couple of packs of these a while back from Hobby Lobby. They were white. I spray painted them black. They're little ceramic dishes, but spray painted black. It almost looks like a little cast iron frying pan. And I thought I could make like a cinnamon bun in it, or even a little cupcake would be cute. I have some of those. And then I have 2 of these little cups, a white and a pink. I thought I would do hot cocoa, something in these. And then I have 3 of these teeny tiny white ones, super teeny tiny, adorable. Could you hot cocoa in here, or coffee, or something a little s'mores theme, or just Candyland. And then I have 4 of the aqua ones, the teeny tiny ones. So this is my stash. Oh, and then I got these from Michael's the other day. I had a $10 reward voucher that I had to use before it expired. So I get the senior discount now, you guys. I think it actually starts when you turn 55, but I just signed up for it recently when I just turned 60. So I get the senior discount. I think it's 10% off all orders. And then I had a $10 rewards voucher to use. So I got 4 packs of these and it cost me 81 cents. That's a great profit, you guys. And I thought I could cover them with clay and or paint them, probably cover them with clay, and decorate them like little Candyland gingerbread houses. Super cute for tiered trays, right? I got 4 packs of those. They're so cute, aren't they, Tasha? Michael's. And there's 2 of the larger size and 3 of the little itty bitty size. Adorable on a tiered tray, I think. So cute on like the top level of a tiered tray. So that's what what do we want to do? Do we want to do the candy apples or do we want to make gingies right now, you guys? Why don't I do the candy apples? Because they're going to have to sit and dry a little bit. 55. Yep. Yes, Connie. Next time you go, sign up. Or I think you can do it online. Because I tried to have the lady do it for me in the store, and she's like, you need to do that when you get home online. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I think you should just sign up for online. It's easy. The little house, these are from Michael's, Tasha. Yep, Michael's. in their Christmas section. 5 pieces. It's got 3 of the teeny tiny ones, and then 2 of the little bit larger. And the little bit larger are not that large. They're cute. I mean, I love little things, cute little things. So there's that. What do we want to do, guys? Gingerbreads or apples? Can you tell I'm totally not really motivated to be making this stuff for this craft show? Not really motivated. I love to work on my crafts, but I don't like to work on crafts when I'm under the gun and have to make certain things. Oh, polymer characters. That sounds so cute. That sounds so cute. Tasha, I want to see. I'm gonna have to go onto your page and see. See some of your. I used to do polymer way back in the day. I had the pasta machine. I still have it. The pasta machine, and I think I still have some Sculpey clay. But the air dry foam clay is just so much easier to work with, especially now as I'm getting older. It's easier to work with my hands. All right, let's just cover some of these apples, you guys, so I can let them sit and dry. And I definitely want to do drip on them too. So, let's do, what colors do we want to do? What colors do we want to do? I think I'm going to do them the colors that I just did, the macarons. What do you guys think? Yeah? Yeah. Right. Actually, some of this clay over here, would this be enough to cover one? Or is this even too... I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I'm gonna feel what the texture of this is. This is not primitive pumpkin. This is something else I'm working on. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll go look on your personal page. I'll scroll through your personal page, Tasha, and see what I can see of some of your pretties. Tasha, do you know about my handmade market and share group? The Paper Sweeties Handmade Marketplace and Share group. Hi Dee, welcome. Tasha, do you know about that group? Have you joined? It's a public group for all makers to join and share all of your things. All of your things for sale, all of your events, all of your lives, all of your reels, all of your links to your shops, all of the things. Yeah, it's called Paper Sweeties Handmade Market and Share group. So find it and request to join, and I'll approve you and share all your stuff there. It's a great way to share and promote other small businesses. This I feel is, this is not primitive pumpkin. This is not good. This is something else I'm working on, and I don't want to use it. I just, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, you're so welcome. I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it. It's a little too wet for me, so. I'm going to stick to what I like and what I'm happy with. Sometimes you do need like a softer, squishier clay. Like I said, the middle of the macarons, I like to use a softer. But most often, I like working with a firm clay. I just like the texture. I like how it rolls out. I like how it dries. I'm sorry, guys. The bag is so loud. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember how much I had to roll out for when I covered the, my other candy apple that we made for Pinkoween. That's a different group, Dee. I have several groups. So the group that is attached to my business, where you would share, hi Jerry, welcome, where you would share anything that you purchased from my shop or anything that you made with items purchased from my shop or anything that you made inspired by something you saw me make with items from my shop. That is the Create with Paper Sweeties group. And that one has to be, because it's attached to my shop, it has to be things for Paper Sweeties shop. But then I have another group, a public group, that's called Paper Sweeties Handmade Market and Share group. And that's for everyone to share, all makers to share their things that they've made, lives that they've hosted, events they have coming up, anything about your small business. You could share other makers' lives and products, anything that you have for sale, links to your shops, links to your Etsy. Yeah. So that one is Paper Sweeties Handmade Market and Share group. And that one is for all makers to share. And then the Create with Paper Sweeties is the one attached to my shop. That is all things Paper Sweeties. I probably pulled out too much clay. I'm trying to remember how much I used when I made that Pinkoween candy apple. I don't think I need this much clay. How are you doing today, Jerry? Welcome, welcome. We're gonna cover these apples and add some drip to them, and then add some sprinkles, turn them into Candyland for an upcoming event I have the second weekend in November here in my area. A holiday shopping. It's called Mistletoe Market. And it's at the Civic Center here locally. And it's really big. And I don't have enough inventory. So the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be a crazy person making stuff. Okay, I think this is conditioned pretty good. I'm hearing the air bubbles pop out. And you guys, you see how I'm just like kneading this on my table, almost like you would when you make bread, your dough for bread. This helps not introduce air into it, like if you were to stretch it. So this helps cut down a little bit on air bubbles. You'll still get them, but supposedly it's supposed to help cut down on the air bubbles. Doing it this way as opposed to stretching it like taffy. All right. I feel like it's still way too much clay, but we'll go with it. It's always better to have more than run out. It's always better to have more than what you need than run out. All right. Woo, get my workout today. And I still haven't gotten anything to attach my mat to my table so it doesn't slide. So I'm going to be pushing pretty hard on this, and it's going to be an ice skating rink. It's going to be sliding all over. All right, we want to extend this clay. And I'll keep turning it because I want to try to keep it in somewhat of a circular shape. And then I'm gonna grab probably one of my large circle cookie cutters to cut a circle. And then we'll wrap one of our apples. And we'll do 3 different colors. We'll do a pink one, and a green one, and a tangerine one. or we'll call them the primitive pumpkin colors. A strawberry macaron one, a key lime pie one, and a peach taffy one. Yum, 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 yum. It's gotta be like watching paint dry to watch me condition and extend clay. What can we talk about? What can we talk about? For those of you that are just sitting and watching, I know some of you are multitasking and working on things while you're watching. Some of you are at work while you're watching. See, that's another reason why I don't like pulling more clay than what I need, because you just have to roll out so much, and it's so hard when you have a large piece to roll out. But you see how I'm going in all the corners, trying to keep it somewhat in a circular type shape. I mean, obviously it's not a perfect circle, but instead of getting it like too long one way or the other way, and I just keep starting in the middle and rolling it outward. Oh. Oh, that's so nice, Tasha. I love that. See, I wanted to do that for my newest little granddaughter. She just turned 5 months old. And my son works from home. My daughter-in-law works in a hospital. So he was going to try to keep her at home while he's working from home. And he has a really high pressure job, and he has to do conference calls with people in different countries and all of the things. And he tried it. I was there the week he went back to work after his paternity leave, and he tried it, and I was there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I was facilitating everything for the baby. I was feeding her and changing her and playing with her and putting her down for her naps. And then when I left and he had to do it on his own on Thursday, he's like, he called me that night. He's like, no, not gonna work. We gotta put her in daycare. And I would have loved to be her caregiver during the day, but they live 2 hours and 15 minutes away from us. So when they were moving, I was hoping they would move closer to us because I knew they were going to start a family, and I knew that Mimi would offer to give free babysitting services, but it didn't work out. Like I said, they're 2 hours and 15 minutes away, so obviously, it's not going to work out on a daily basis, but I told them I still can come from time to time and watch her. So they did end up, my daughter-in-law interviewed like a big daycare place, and then she found an in-home one where the lady has a 1-year-old of her own and one other 2-year-old, and then my little granddaughter. So there's only the 3 of them, so she gets great one-on-one care, and she's doing so good. My daughter-in-law is sending me pictures. She's so happy and smiley. She's getting up on all 4s. She's getting ready to learn how to crawl. She's doing so good. But I did offer, Tasha, I did offer to the kids if they had moved and lived closer, Mimi could have been the babysitter. All right, I think this is too small. I think this is too small. or is it not? I don't want to have to roll this out again, you guys, if I cut it too small. And I know this is probably way too big. Has anyone ever covered one of these apples from Hobby Lobby using the middle size circle from Hobby Lobby? I'm trying to judge if that would be enough, because I don't want to cut it too small and then have to roll this out again, you guys. That is miserable. I hate rolling clay out. I'm trying to eyeball it to see. Pneumonia. Oh my gosh. That's horrible, Tasha. I hope she feels better soon. That's horrible. All right, guys. I'm going to do the bigger one, which I know is way too big. But I really just don't want to use the smaller one and it not be big enough. Okay. So I know this is way too big, but better to have too much than not enough, right? Oh, well, that's good that she's home and resting. And are you what? Are you a Gigi or a Mimi or a Grammy or Grandma? What are you, Tasha? I'm a Mimi. I'm a Mimi. Yeah, Mimi would be taking care. If that were mine, I would be taking care of them, giving them lots of snuggles. Grandma, oh, so sweet. My little 3-year, I have 3 granddaughters. One is 3.5. One is turning 2. We have her party this weekend. And then the baby's 5 months old, and they're all little girls. And my 3-year-old, a few weeks ago, we were together and we were out in the backyard playing. And, you know, I was dressed my usual. And she came up and, hi, Lori, how are you? Welcome. She came up, she's like, Mimi, I know your favorite color is pink. Because I must have been wearing something pink. She was so sweet, so sweet. It just melts my heart. I just love them so much. Okay, guys. So I got my clay. We are going to cover the top with drip. So for my Pinkoween one, hi Debbie, how are you? We were just talking about you and your yummy clay. Yeah, it was so cute. It was so cute, Tasha. She melts my heart. She just melts my heart. So the Pinkoween one, I don't think I did a drip on top. I can't remember, but I am going to do drips on top of these. So I think I'm going to start the clay from the bottom and bring it up to the top. And then if we have any wrinkles or whatever, they'll be covered by the drip. But I am going to have to, this is Nikki's least favorite part, because I know she doesn't like to touch things when they have glue on them. I need to get a wooden dowel. How are you today, Deb? I hope you're doing well. Wooden dowel. I just covered did some prep work for my project for tomorrow. I'm guesting with Friday's Fabulous Fakers, and we got assignments for, we're doing duos, and I'm going to be Nikki B's partner. So based on our assignments, everyone got different assignments. I'm doing a stack of macaron, 3 stacked macarons in the colors I was assigned and the theme I was assigned. So the past couple of days I made the top and bottom of the macarons. Then yesterday I did the middle. I'm letting everything dry really good in between. And then today we just added sprinkles, a little sprinkle mix that I made up just for this project in this event. Then if I have any left, I'll go ahead after and add them to my shop. Aren't they yummy, Dee? I have this one, the peach taffy, the key lime pie, And then I have a strawberry macaron color one I did too. So I have 3 of them. And then I have a whole bunch of other little things off to the side drying that I'm gonna wait and show you tomorrow during the live. All right, so I started saying that this is Nikki's least favorite. She always says she hates to handle anything when it has the glue on it. So I stuck a skewer in, and we're gonna add just a little bit of tacky glue and spread it around, because this is smooth plastic and the clay won't have anything to really bite onto. I've heard people say it's fine, you don't have to add the glue. I've heard other people say, oh, I always add a little bit of glue just for insurance. So, I mean, it can't hurt. It can't hurt. And you see, I mean, I didn't add a ton. I'm just gonna add some just for an extra little bit of insurance. Hi, MD. Welcome. So yeah, like styrofoam, the smooth styrofoam, people will add a little bit of glue to it just to give it a little bit of bite. And then the rough styrofoam, typically you don't have to add glue to it because it has enough texture. Hi, Penny, welcome. Yes, Dee, yes, me too, me too. That's one of my pet peeves. You know I'm gonna end up getting it on my fingers as I transition this apple to the clay. You know it. But, because I'm looking at it right now like, okay, so how am I gonna get it off this onto the clay? I'm gonna have to lay it on its side, carefully try to pry the skewer out without making indentations in the clay. I mean, it's gonna get on my fingers. It's gonna get on my fingers. All right. So I got the skewer out. We're gonna wrap it towards the top because the top is gonna be covered with a drip. All right, guys, and now this is just have patience thing. You're putting a large circular thing around a smaller circular thing and trying to get as many of the wrinkles and impressions out as you can. So, I mean, look at all that extra. I mean, so you just have to take your time and be patient and work with it and cut off excess as you can. And then just use some oil to smooth out any huge, large wrinkles in the end. You just have to, I mean, as far as working with clay, this is probably one of my least favorite things to do, to cover a large item like this. Just because I like things quick and easy and simple, and quick and simple and easy. This is not quick or simple. It's not that it's difficult. You just have to take your time. You have to be patient. You have to take your time. And see, I mean, there's so much excess clay. I am going to get wrinkles. I'm going to cut that excess off. And we will just keep working with it. We will keep working with it. And I want to do my indentations in the bottom. I want it to stay looking as realistic, the apple shape, as possible. All right, I'm gonna start cutting a little bit of this away, you guys, just because it's a lot of extra clay. Hopefully I won't cut off too much. Yeah, that'll just help, you guys, because that's so much extra. And then you just have to keep using that part of your hand, and because you will get wrinkles, but you just keep pushing it up and working it up and rolling it on your table. And if If you're patient, you'll be able to get most all of that out. And then, like I said, I'm having all the excess at the top because I am gonna put a drip. So if I do have any big wrinkles at the top, they'll get covered. They'll get covered with drip and sprinkles. You'll never even know they're there. Ooh, it does look like a ghost upside down. See, guys, I mean, I can see the wrinkles are coming out already. You just have to work with it. I think the next two, I mean, I'll do this one and then I'll have to move on to something else because I can't keep doing the same thing over and over, especially if it's challenging like this. I have to move on to something easy after this. Or maybe work on some gingies. I get bored working on the same thing, especially if it's a little challenging. But see, you just use that part of your hand and press on it. And as I'm pressing on it, I'm pushing the clay up. So I'm working the excess to the top, and then I'll keep cutting it off. Because like I said, that was a lot of clay. But I think that was the right size, you guys. So if you do get these plastic apples from Hobby Lobby, they came in a 6-pack. And then if you do have that 3-pack of circle cutters from Hobby Lobby, from the bakery department, you're gonna wanna use the largest circle. Hi, Brandy, welcome. Welcome. It is a lot of excess clay, but the smaller size, I think you would not have enough. You would not have enough. And you would be disappointed because you would have to start all over and roll it out again. And that's not fun. That's not fun at all. So you're just gonna keep pushing it up and working the wrinkles and all the excess out. And as you get a good amount up top, just keep cutting it off. You can roll it like this. Sometimes I need to stand to give myself some more leverage. I did really good when I made the pink one for my Pinkaween wreath. I got like 99% of the wrinkles out. Took me working with it for a while, but it came out really cute looking. See, and then I just keep cutting the chunky excess off the top. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in the bag because I know we definitely don't need it sitting out and getting dry. Oh, I'm so excited, Maricela and Debbie. I'm so excited for Sunday's Christmas event that y'all are hosting. Does everyone know about the Spanglish Amigas holiday event they are hosting this Sunday? It's a little workshop that they're hosting for us. I can't wait to see what we're gonna make. It's a surprise. We had to get our supplies. And I can't wait to see what we're gonna make. It'll be so fun. That's why we're not staying overnight. My granddaughter's birthday party is Saturday at 4. So we're just driving out for the day. And my other son wanted us to come and stay overnight. He wanted to take his dad to a car show Sunday morning. I said, oh no. Mimi has to get home. I have something very important on Sunday. Crafty. Crafty. Okay, guys. We're getting there. Yes, so much fun. So much fun. Do you still have spots open, Maricela, or is it now closed and full? Be so fun. I'll have to review my supply list again and pull all my stuff out and have it ready. What time is it on Sunday? What time does it start, Maricela? I forget. And I know it got rescheduled because the storm, because Maria is down in Florida where the storm came in and she didn't have power for a few days and all this storm stuff. Seeing you guys, you just have to keep going over it and over it and over it. And I'm trying to feel underneath for the indentations and all the texture of the apple to give it as much of a realistic look as possible. See how that's coming on the bottom? Can you see the indentations of the apple coming through as I'm working it? Because when I first started, it just looked like a circle blob. Hi, Beth, welcome. The bingo is full. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got, I'm pretty sure Debbie told me I got the bingo, but I never got a bingo card. Were we supposed to get messaged a bingo card? Or are we not going to have a bingo card? Is it going to be, I'm pretty sure Debbie, I'll have to go back and look. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome. Hi, Lydia. Welcome. How are you? Are you off work? Yup, that's what I figured. Be safe, my friend. Be safe. Yeah, I thought I'll have to go back and review my message from Debbie. Maybe she's not on here still. I know she's at work. Oh, I'm gonna have to check with her because I never got a bingo card. I never got a bingo card. And I'm pretty sure I was in before the cutoff, before it was full. Shoo! I love bingo. I love bingo. I want to play bingo. When we were in the tiny house, after we sold our B&B and we were in the tiny house while we were building this house, that little tiny house community would have bingo every Wednesday for the everyone that lived in the community, and I would go. I would sometimes win $10. I would sometimes win $10. No, I definitely didn't get a bingo card, so hopefully I get in. Janet, welcome. The Spanglish Amigas are hosting a holiday workshop this Sunday that you had to sign up for. And there was a certain amount of first people who signed up that were able to participate in their bingo game they're going to do. And I don't remember if it was 20 or 25 that they opened up for the bingo. I love bingo, yeah. But I'm pretty sure I signed up in time to get on the bingo. But I definitely didn't get a card, so I will reach out to Debbie. All right, now I'm just taking a little oil on the top of my finger, you guys. And I'm not going to be super concerned. Hi, Florence, welcome. About wrinkles on the bottom, because this is the bottom. And for all intents and purposes, you're not going to see the bottom. But look, you guys, that looks like the bottom of the apple now. I'll smooth out. See all the little apple bumps? Hi, Lori, welcome. Now I'm going to work a little bit more on the sides to try to get some of these wrinkles out. And as the clay dries, you guys, it'll shrink and puff up. So, you know, you don't have to be terribly concerned. And then if you have anything at the top, you know, I'm going to cover mine with drip at the top. So, like that, I'm not concerned at all what the top looks like. I'm going to smooth it out because I don't want my drip to be bumpy, but I'm not going to be concerned about smoothing all of that out where I keep cutting it with my scissors. Hi, Wendy Brown. Welcome. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We are working on a bunch of little things today. Currently, I'm trying to cover an apple from Hobby Lobby with some foam clay. And I'm going to add drip and sprinkles and decorate it. I have an upcoming holiday event that I'm participating in locally here, an in-person holiday shopping event. So I'm trying to build up my inventory of little, cute little, reasonably priced items for shoppers to shop my from my table. I hope you're doing well. All right, and I still have some excess up top that I can cut off still. That was a lot of clay that we rolled out. That was a lot of clay that we rolled out. All right, let me cut a little bit of this way just to get it out of my way. I still feel like there's still excess. So I'm gonna try to find those indentations in the top of the apple and find some of them and smooth out some of them. But again, our drip is gonna go there, so I'm not gonna be too concerned. I was more concerned about the bottom because when we set it down, you are gonna see all those yummy, but the top is gonna be covered with our drip. Janet, did you get your bingo card? Did Debbie email you one? I'll be so bummed if I missed out on the bingo. That'll be a bummer. Oh, I am not loving at all how the top of this apple looks. I'm so glad I'm gonna be covering it. And the one I made for my Pinkoween wreaths, I don't remember if I added drip. Maybe I did. I can't remember. Oh, okay, good. Good for you. Lucky. I didn't get emailed a bingo card, so I'm afraid. I could have sworn Debbie said I got in for the bingo, but maybe I'm wrong. I need some more oil, you guys. I don't like how the top of this is coming out. Thank goodness I'm gonna cover it with a drip because it's bumpy lumpy. I'm just gonna leave it. But you see, the main part of the apple and the bottom, what I've concentrated really hard on, looks good. And you guys, I'm gonna have to put the skewer back in. I had to do that when I made my Pinkoween one for my wreath, because every time I'm setting this down, the impressions that I'm working so hard to work on the bottom are getting flattened when I set it down because the clay is still wet. So I'm just about to put the skewer back in the bottom. I'll let it dry for a couple of days, then I'll pull the skewer out, and then I'll just patch the bottom. But I want to make sure I get those apple impressions, depressions, little nooks and crannies in the bottom of this apple. And the top, I think I will stop right where I am. I'll set it down on the top. I have some coconut oil here, but it's really hard. I feel like I have to put it in the microwave to soften it up. It's really hard. Do you guys do that? Do you put your coconut oil in the microwave to soften it up? In the container? I feel like I have to put it in the microwave for a few seconds. To loosen it up a little. All right, I'm just trying to smooth this out at the top. Like I said, I don't want it lumpy and bumpy when we put our drip over, but I'm not gonna be too concerned getting any wrinkles or bumps out. I'm just trying to smooth it. So when we put our drip up top, it'll lay nice and flat on the top. don't want to waste a lot of time smoothing the top out since it's going to be covered. You see I'm smoothing it out though, so it's not bumpy. Then I'm gonna pull my Candyland Christmas sprinkle mix, and I think that one will be perfect for this apple. Candyland Christmas, that's one of my favorites. It has jimmies and little white snowflakes and clear acrylic beads and iridescent, pretty colored pearls and white pearls. It's so pretty. I love it. All right, guys. I mean, the coconut oil does the trick. It really helped me smooth out that top that was looking so lumpy and bumpy. I'm going back over the bottom again. I really want those little apple impressions, indentations, whatever, to come through. So it looks kind of like a realistic apple, even though it's going to be Candyland. Oil is a game changer, you guys. Working with foam clay. Oh my goodness, it's like a game changer. It just makes everything so smooth and so yummy. You remember how much clay we had? And all the wrinkles and everything is all worked out. Except for the top. And like I said, I'm not super concerned with the very top because it's going to be covered with our drip. And then maybe you guys can help me decide. I have a couple different drip cutters, and we'll decide which one we want to put on top. Now I'm just using my thumb, you guys, to fine tune some of the wrinkles and move that clay where I want it. But I mean, I got all the wrinkles out. I'll show you the bottom. It looks really good. Hi Stephanie, welcome. We're covering a plastic apple from Hobby Lobby and turn it into a Candyland apple for Christmas. I have a show coming up in a few weeks, a holiday vendor event. So I'm trying to build up some inventory of sweet little things that everyone can shop, but that are reasonable and won't necessarily break the bank. You know, people are going to be showing up wanting to do holiday shopping and purchase multiple gifts. So I don't want to show up with a lot of large things that are more expensive. I'd rather have multiples of smaller things that are more reasonable. And then people can maybe knock a few things off their shopping lists. Okay, guys, the bottom looks really good. I have one more little wrinkle there that's giving me an issue. And one on the very bottom, but like I said, I'm gonna have to stick the skewer back in here to let it dry. And then I'll have to do some patchwork on the bottom, so it's not bothering me too much. And as the clay dries, it will puff up. So any remaining wrinkles. Hi Nina, welcome. Any remaining wrinkles as the clay dries, will most likely disappear. And the top does not look good. But like I said, we're gonna cover it with a drip, so I'm not gonna spend time working that out. It's gonna get covered with drip. Just kind of smoothing out any big lumps or bumps. And the oil, you guys, is like magic when you're working with your foam clay. It removes texture marks, it removes wrinkles, or let me say it helps you remove texture marks and wrinkles. You still have to do the work. You still have to use your fingers and spread them out. But it is a game changer. I mean, the top of this looked so yucky, and now you can hardly tell. I have a few thin spots that are not bothering me because, again, they will be covered. But all the big lumpy, bumpy, and texture are disappearing. And I'm making sure I get that indent at the top of the apple too, because I think that's cute. That's where we're gonna put our straw. We'll put a cute, fun, candyland colored straw. This will be so cute on a tiered tray with Christmas and holiday stuff, you guys. So sweet. Connie, do you use coconut oil? And if so, do you have to put yours in the microwave a little bit? My coconut oil is solid. I mean, I'm still using it. I'm just running my finger over it, but as it goes down the jar, I'm not going to be able to do that. Hi, Suzette. How are you? Welcome. I'm working on a Candyland apple for an event I have coming up in a couple of weeks, a holiday shopping event here in our area, local. Okay, guys. I still have one little wrinkle on the very bottom. It's not coming out for me. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore because it is on the bottom. As the clay dries, it most likely will puff up and disappear. Oh, baby oil, gotcha. But I'm gonna have to do some patching on that bottom anyways because I'm just about to, after I did all of that smoothing out, I'm just about to stick a skewer in there and put it on the styrofoam form to let it dry. But you guys, look, do you see all the impression of the apple? Hi, Stephanie, welcome. So the bottom of the original apple, I wanted to get as much of that, and you see how the oil helped me work out all the wrinkles. And as I'm running my finger over, it helped me get those depressions of the apple in. I still have that one little wrinkle right there. I don't know if you can even see it. I see it, but. And then all my sides are worked out nice and smooth all the way around. And then the top is decent enough because we're gonna cover it. See, I have a few light spots from when I was spreading it, but I just wanted to make sure I get that impression at the top, and this is gonna be covered with a drip. So, for all intents and purposes, not too bad. We started out with that big hunk of clay, and we got it down to this. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, because like I said, I don't wanna set this down on the bottom after we did all that work, getting the bottom of the apple with all the impressions, the apple impressions. I don't want to set it down because the clay is still wet. And I don't want it to flatten. So I'm gonna stick a skewer in the bottom of this that I just worked so hard to smooth out, but that's how I did it with the one I made for my pinkerine wreath too, and I was able to patch that little when I pulled the skewer out of the bottom, that little hole that it left, I was able to patch that. And again, it's on the bottom, so. All right, guys, we just got to do it. We just got to do it. We just got to do it. So I'm going to set it on the top. Stick the skewer in carefully. That's the bottom. And then you can stick it in a styrofoam block and let your apple dry. Without touching the bottom. It's top heavy, you guys. There. Okay. Woo! I think they are bigger than Dollar Tree. These are from Hobby Lobby. They came in a little bag of 6, and they're a pretty decent size. It is the size of the whole palm of my hand. They are big apples. So, I mean, I think they're going to be super cute on my table. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do them 10 or 12. I feel like I want to do them 10 because I don't want to bring stuff back home. I want to keep things reasonable. I want people to be able to shop. So, but they're a decent size. Yes, for sure. These are the Hobby Lobby ones. All right. So, we can do our drip for the top now for this one. Let me put this little bit of pink back in the bag. So that's what I worked off the top, you guys, at the very end. Yeah, I'm happy with, I got 95% of all the wrinkles out. And like I said, whatever's left on the top will be covered with the drip. All right. So let's pick our drip. Let's pick our drip. So I have a few of my drips over there for tomorrow's project for the fakers. So I can do this one. And of course, see what I said? It'll cover that whole top, and then the drip will come down a little bit on the sides. So we can do this shape, or this shape. That'll cover a little bit less because the drips are so swoopy. Or I have this one. No, that's that same one. This one. Here's my little s'mores one. I don't think I shared it finished. I let it dry for a few days, and that I have it sitting on a cookie cutter, you guys, so the bottom can dry. I don't have a drying rack, but I let it sit for a couple days, and then I went ahead and added the glitter to the middle when it got a little bit drier. But I'll be taking that to the show. My s'mores one. So I have this shape too, which this is a little oval. I feel like I want one of these because they're more round. I feel like that's too oval. So I'm gonna continue to put my s'mores on it. That's what I do to let things dry on the bottom, you guys. I prop them up on something because I don't have a drying rack. All right, so which one do we think we like? And I'm gonna do 3 different apples, so it doesn't really matter. I can do one on one and a different one on another. But which would you guys prefer to see on this apple right now? The real swoopy one or the more rounder one? You guys choose. I'll do whatever you choose. Option A or option B? second one, option B. Connie votes for option B. Oh, this one, the rounder one, swoopy. Option B. Option B. Okay, option B wins. We will do that. All right, let me put a little bit of more oil in here. I'll be back in 8 seconds. Count. Start now. Okay, I'm back. How did I do? Okay, I didn't kill myself. Hi, Marissa. Welcome back. Oh, Lydia, good. Yep, everyone voted for option B, so we'll do option B. That's good. All right. So I just threw some Pam cooking spray in there, and that's what I'm using. I feel like that coconut oil, when I finish this live, I'm going to put it in my microwave to see if I heat it up for a few seconds, if it won't be as solid as it is. Super solid. Okay. I just vacuumed my floor yesterday, you guys, or the day before. Took all my little throw rugs outside and shook them out, vacuumed my whole floor. It was covered with sprinkles and glitter and crushed rocks. And then yesterday, after my live sale, just about every single person in the live sale ordered glitter cord, and I don't pre-cut my glitter cord. I buy it in bulk, and then when an order comes in, I cut it to the 1 yard length. And so many people ordered glitter cord. I think I had 12 people order, and I think every single person ordered glitter cord. Hi, Yvette, welcome. I have glitter cord sprinkles all over. I tried to be careful and vacuum and brush it off, but they're all over my floor again. So it's so pretty. It's so pretty. The only thing is when Bailey comes in here, she gets them on her paws and walks through the whole house, and then I'm barefoot most of the time, so I get them on my feet. I walk through so I have glitter and crushed rocks and sprinkles. Not all over, but sprinkled throughout the house. Heavy in my craft room and sprinkled throughout the house. Anyone else's house that does fake baking and crafts look like that? I would probably guess yes. I would probably guess yes. Sprinkles and glitter especially. Yes, see? Yeah. And there's coconut walk in there, and then when she walks out to the rest of your house, she like tracks it. Probably. Okay, guys, let's roll this out, and let's make a drip and add it to our apple. And then we'll grab some of the Candyland sprinkles and sprinkle it, and then we'll let it dry overnight, and then I will, yep, Miss Bailey too. I mean, they can't help it. They can't help it. They just want to be near their mamas, and their mamas want to be near all the glitter, and then that's what happens. That's what happens. All right, and then I'll let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow when it's good and dry, because I don't want to fuss with it too much. When it's wet, tomorrow when it's dry, I will stick the straw in the middle and tie some pretty ribbon onto it. So, all right, and I want to leave the drip a little bit on the thicker side, because I like how a nice thick drip looks. So that's probably good. That's probably good. And then I get sprinkles and glitter all in my clay when I'm rolling it out. No matter how many times I wash and vacuum and wipe down my table, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Comes with the territory. All right, so I think that's probably a good thickness. We will add some oil to this because this is one of the ones you definitely have to oil or it will stick. Those little skinny, where's the one that's the worst? There's an even smaller one than this, like right there. It wants to stick, I feel like, in that one. There's a one that's a smaller size than this and it sticks like every time if you don't oil it. Yeah, that one right there, I feel, is the one that likes to stick. So I just throw a little oil on the inside and the outside of the cuts and you're good to go. You're good to go. Hi, Lori. How are you? Welcome. Missed you. Haven't been seeing you for a couple of days. I hope all is well. I think you hopped on one of my lives recently at the tail end. Like you were hopping on and I was saying goodbye. Maybe. We're working on several different things. I was prepping some stuff for a guest spot I'll be doing tomorrow with the Friday's Fabulous Fakers. I am Nikki B's guest designer. We're doing duo projects. And now I'm working on some inventory for a holiday craft show I have coming up in about 3 weeks. All right, push it into our clay and then just pull it out. And now, since I've oiled it, it should just pop right out. And I use my fancy, expensive ball tool from the Dollar Tree to coax it out of the cookie cutter by just lightly tapping and going around until it pops right out. Okay. Set that over on the side, put this back in the bag, and then we'll get our sprinkles. Go around any of the edges. Clean them up if they look a little ratty-tatty. Sometimes when it comes out of the molds, your edges will look a little raggedy. And because you have oiled your cutter, a little bit of that oil comes off onto your clay design and it makes it so easy to just go around with your finger and clean up your edges. Super easy. And it gives you a really nice clean edge look. There's a little mark on my clay there. I don't know what it is. I got most of it rubbed out, but that will be covered with sprinkles, so it's all good. All right, I love this shape. This is one of my all-time favorite little splat shapes, drip shapes. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna bring my apple back over. This is still wet enough that we don't have to, hi Patricia, welcome. We don't have to add any glue, and I'm gonna look, because I have several of those spots that were a little bit lighter, where I was pushing the clay around, and I wanna make sure I cover them. I'm gonna extend this just a little, because it is super thick. I'm gonna extend it down just a little. I'm hardly even pushing on my rolling pin. I'm just trying to do it evenly all the way around, just extending it just ever so little. It was thick, but it was just a tiny bit too thick for me. So by extending it, it kind of flattens it out just a little. And I think I will be happier with the coverage on the top. So I wanna, again, make sure, because I have a real light spot here in this side and one right there and one right there. I wanna make sure that all of my drips cover those light spots. That looks good to me, you guys. It kind of worked out perfect. And I think using this shape, as opposed to the other shape, kind of worked out good. It worked to our advantage. So then I'm just gonna carefully go around, and I'm kind of just holding it like that lightly in my hand. I'm not putting my fingers on it because I don't want to leave finger marks. And I'm pushing that white clay onto the pink clay so they get married together. You want all of your white clay to be touching all of your pink clay. You don't want any of your edges to pop up. And now's the time to really push it down, because once you add the sprinkles, you're not going to be able to get in there. Well, crazy busy is good sometimes. Crazy busy is good. Okay, and then I'm finding again where my little depression is at the top of the apple, because that's where we're gonna put our straw. But we'll do that tomorrow. I'm gonna let everything dry really good overnight, and then I'll add the straw tomorrow. So cute, you guys. Look at how cute it is. So cute. All right, so I'm gonna move my silicone mat out of the way, grab my Candyland sprinkle, Christmas Candyland sprinkles, which I just cleaned my craft room the other day, you guys, and I don't know where anything is. Does that ever happen to you guys? Where you clean up and then you can't find stuff? I found them, but they weren't in the place where they've been for the last 6 months. They were somewhere else. All right. So, and then when I'm not using my large sprinkling tray, which has all of my Easter sprinkles in it right now, sometimes I have found that this helps. If you put your smaller sprinkling tray on a little towel. Hi, Jenny, welcome. It helps catch, especially the little balls, the little pearls and balls that like to hit and then bounce and go all over your craft room. Sometimes if you put a little towel down or a little mat or something, it helps. Get you your clear tacky glue. Bring our apple back. How are you doing today, Jenny? Welcome. We're finishing up a Candyland apple. I'm trying to work on inventory and stock for a show I'm doing in a couple of weeks here locally. And then I want to work kind of quick because I don't want this glue dripping all over the place. So I'm gonna get where I have my big drips first and just kind of spread them out quick so they don't drip down onto my apple. And then I'll go back and smooth everything out, if that makes sense. So all the big gloopy drips of glue I spread out. And now I'm going back and just smoothing everything down. Making sure I get good coverage. You don't have to go all the way to the middle because you're gonna add a straw, or at least I am. You most likely will add a straw or a wooden dowel, depending on your aesthetic in your look that you're trying to achieve. Just gonna add a tiny little bit more of glue. Hi Debbie, welcome. How are you? Welcome. We're just finishing up a Candyland apple right now. We covered with the pink foam clay, and then we added the white drip. And now we're gonna add sprinkles and let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow I will add a straw to the middle after it's had a chance to dry. Okay guys, I think that's good. Just smoothing out on the top. You don't want any lumps or bumps or clumps of glue. Alrighty. Close my glue up, grab my sprinkle mix, and we'll see how this goes. We'll see how many fly all over my craft room. I'm gonna tip it like this. I'm just gonna dump all these sprinkles out, and we'll just see how it goes. I'm putting them on liberally, and then I will shake them off. I like a lot of sprinkles, you guys. Who's with me? Who likes a lot of sprinkles? I would probably, if you have time, I just did that, you guys. You see, I just held it off the towel and sprinkles went flying off. If you have the time, I'm on live, so I'm just going ahead and showing you, but if you have the time, I would let this dry overnight because I'm handling it now and I know I'm probably getting fingerprints in it. So if you have the time to work on it and let it dry overnight and then add your sprinkles, that probably would be better. But I wanted to just keep going, so those of you that are on with me will see it be finished. Then I'll go in my stash and find some pretty ribbon to add to this. I know I have some cute Candyland Christmas ribbon, and I'll make a pretty bow, and I will add the straw and a pretty bow and call this done. So one item for my inventory and so many more to go. So many more to go. Not enough hours in the day, you guys. None of us have enough hours in the day, I feel, to get everything done that is on our to-do list. So I am just, I just poked a hole in my clay right there with my piercing tool. So be really careful when you're trying to get the loose sprinkles out. I was not being very careful and I poked a hole in my pink clay. It'll close up as the clay dries. It'll close up. I'm not too worried. But you see how I'm just wanting to get the sprinkles out of the in-between areas. So you can see the definition on the drips. Oh, I just got so quiet. I guess I can't talk and add sprinkles at the same time. It's like one of those you can't walk. Hi Raymond, how are you? You can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. I guess I can't talk and add sprinkles at the same time. Raymond, I did a little prep work for my my gig with Nikki tomorrow for the Friday Fabulous Fakers for our assignments from Shelby. I did a little prep work when I first got on, and now I'm working on inventory for that show that I have coming up in a few weeks that I have hardly any stuff made for. So I thought I would make up some quick, smaller projects that I could put together relatively quickly and have inventory on my table and more reasonably priced, as opposed to the larger projects that are more expensive. I feel like people who go to these shows, I mean, people do buy the bigger stuff too, but I think people are looking for a lot of gift ideas for a lot of people on their Christmas shopping list. So I feel like if I go with things priced between $10 and $20, that'll be a good price point for shoppers. So, I don't know, you guys, what do you think? These apples, I was thinking $10. What do you guys think? 10 or 12? Hi, Regina. Hi, Wanda. Welcome. Welcome, girls. What do you guys think? What would you? I mean, it's going to have a straw in it, and it's going to have a pretty Christmas bow on it. Like that, but Christmassy. Candyland colors. And these little faux nuts were very much less expensive than a sprinkle mix like this. So I have to take that into consideration too. My cost that I have. All right, guys, that came out yummy. 10 to 15. That's kind of what I was thinking, Raymond. Like 10 or 12. Maybe 10 for those caramel with the nuts. And maybe 12 for these with the sprinkle mix, because these sprinkles are more expensive than the nuts. The nuts are from the pet store. That's so pretty. So I'll let it dry overnight. Thank you, Marissa. It came out really good. And see, we fussed with smoothing it out, but you see all that definition I got on the bottom? So I'll leave this in here and let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow I'll pop the straw in the middle and add a pretty Christmas Candyland bow on it. And now I have one thing done for the show. I have some things on my table back there. But I truly think people are going to be coming shopping looking for smaller price point things. So I'm going to try to keep everything, like I said, in between $10 and $15. Or $10 and $20. $10 and $20. I think $15 will be the sweet spot. Hi, Stacy. How are you? Welcome. I feel like $15 will be the sweet spot. 10, I think things will move quickly. And 15 is probably the sweet spot. And then 20 is probably the high end. I would probably want to keep things under $20. And it's a 2-day show. So I can see how things go on Saturday. And then I always can do price reductions for Sunday if need be. Like if I have something for 15, I could reduce it to 12 for the second day, depending on how sales go. But I don't necessarily want to sell out. And like if I told that to my husband, he'd be like, "You're crazy. Just sell everything in the first hour and call it a day." It's one of those shows that you have to be there for the full 2 days. You cannot break down. You have to be there. So I've been at shows with Paper Sweeties where, I mean, Sunday's usually the ridiculously slow day. And I bring crochet. I bring product to pack. Because, I mean, you just get so bored just sitting there. So, yeah, that's a great idea, Maricela. And then I wouldn't have to re-tag everything. I could just make a little sign for Sunday and say, you know, everything left in the booth is 10% off for Sunday. That's a great idea. You're hired as my business manager. What are you doing the weekend of November 9th and 10th? Do you want a road trip and come to North Carolina? Yeah, for sure, Marissa. Yeah. Now, do I want to add some of this lightly? Some of this, I feel like I do. I feel like I do. Some of this, or do I want to do lighter? Some of this, light pink or the hot pink. Just lightly sprinkle it over the drip to fill in any little crevices. I feel like I want to. I feel like this one might be too dark. This one might just be sweet and light. Lighter? Okay. Marissa said lighter, so we're going to do lighter. All right. And I'm going to go super light with it because I just want a little sparkle. I don't want to be heavy-handed with it. And then I'll make two more, you guys. Okay, light is the winner. We'll go light. I think it'll just be sweet. It'll just stick in any little areas that might have a tinge little more glue on them, but weren't covered with a sprinkle. And I mean, in my world, you can't have enough glitter, I feel. Especially for the holidays. You guys, the light was perfect because you're seeing sparkle, but your eyes aren't just going to, I think if I use the hot pink, that's the first thing that you would have seen. I think the hot pink would have been way too dark. Here's my fan brush. Make it rain. You're so funny. You're so funny, Marissa. Since in Vegas. I've been to Vegas once in my life. It was when I used to sell Tastefully Simple years ago. I sold it for like 14 years, and every year we would have a regional leadership conference, and then we would have a once a year main national conference, and the national conference was always in Alexandria, Minnesota, because that's where the company was based. But the regional, the leadership conferences were all over. One time it was in Hollywood, one time it was in Austin, Texas, one time it was in Vegas, one time it was in Orlando, Florida. So I always would go to the conferences. And we saw, on our day off when we were in Vegas, we saw the group of us girls, we went and saw Mamma Mia. So we saw Mamma Mia in Vegas. And it was so fun. It was so fun. And we were safe and careful. None of us got into trouble. I did a little gambling. I did not win anything, but it was fun. That's perfect, you guys. I feel like that was the good, right call. Just a little sparkle. Tastefully Simple. It's a gourmet food company, Marissa, with open and enjoy, or open and add 1 or 2 ingredients. They have amazing beer bread where you take the mix and just add a can of beer and bake it, and it's the yummiest thing ever. And a Nana's apple cake mix. I mean, yummy. Yummy. I sold it for like 14 years. I joined for the discount. I told my sponsor I was never going to do parties. I just loved the food and wanted the discount. Well, a friend of mine said, oh, I'll help you launch and get going, and you can host a party here. I'm like, okay, but I don't want to do parties. Bernadette Peters and Carol Kane. Me, Raymond? Because because of my Minnie Mouse voice. That's what my husband says. I have a Minnie Mouse voice. Forgot what I said. So I hosted my launch party at my friend's, and it was fun. So then I did it. I booked another one and another one and another one. And I said, well, you know, I don't want to do parties. I just want the discount on the food. Like, I think we got 36% off or something. So then I started hosting parties, and then I said, well, I'm never going to recruit people. I don't want to build a team. I don't want all that responsibility, and I don't want to do all that. Well, at the end of my 14 years, I built a team. I had 56 people under me, and I was doing all kinds of parties, and yeah. So moral of the story, never say never. Never say never. And it was fun. I did it for 14 years, so it was fun. All right, glitter all over the table. All right, guys, so like I said, I'm gonna let this one sit overnight and let her hang out and dry. And then tomorrow I'll add a straw in the middle. I'll pull the skewer out of the bottom. I want it sitting up so we don't lose any of the definition on the bottom of the apple. I'll go ahead and patch where I pull the skewer out of. I had to do that for my Pinkoween pink candy apple, and I patched it, and you couldn't even tell there ever was a skewer there. So we'll add a straw on the top, and we'll add a real pretty bow. I know I have some pretty Candyland Christmas ribbon, and we'll call it done. So I got 2 more. I'll make 2 more, but I'll make them in different colors. I'll do one pink, and then I'll do like my macarons for tomorrow's Fakers Live. I'll do one the key lime, one the peach taffy, and this one is the strawberry macaron. So this is a sneak of my project for tomorrow. We sprinkled 2, and I will do the 3rd one tomorrow on my live. So this is a little sneak. Ah, well, she's a cutie patootie. Thank you for that. I love her hair. I wish I had curly hair. People who have curly hair wish they had straight hair. People who have straight hair wish they had curly hair. So that's a little pink sneak peek of my project for tomorrow. And I think Nikki, and I'll have to check the graphic, but I think we're going, our dual live is tomorrow, I think from 12:30 to 2, I think. All right, guys. Anyone have any questions, requests, comments? If you're watching on the replay, let me know you were here. Leave a little hashtag replay in the comments so I can say hi. You can always feel free to reach out and private message me if you have a question I didn't cover. And you guys, tomorrow's going to be so fun. I will share the graphic again. I can't remember. Well, everything kicks off with Shelby at 5 a.m. with Shelby and Charlotte. So, and it'll go on all day long. And I think Nikki and I are coming on at 12:30 Eastern, from 12:30 to 2, sharing our project. So if you want to see the rest of this, hop on tomorrow. And if you can't make it live, then you can watch us on the replay. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Thursday. Thanks for sharing your afternoon with me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.